Oh, hi. I decided to take the day off from skiing today. And so I'm just like sitting here at the house by myself and I've been piddling around all day and thought I would maybe give you guys an update on my trip to Park City for anybody that's interested. So let's see. We flew out here on Saturday, last Saturday night. And Sunday, we met some friends of my husband's in Salt Lake City for brunch. And then when we were done with brunch, we headed up to Park City. On the drive up here, we were like, oh God, there's absolutely no snow. We've been come to Park City for so many years, and this is like the worst I'd ever seen it. It was brown still. There was not a lot of snow on the drive up to Park City. When we got into Park City, there were so many ski runs that you could see that, I mean, hardly had any snow on them. And we were like, oh, this is going to make for an interesting trip. Somehow we got really, really lucky and it snowed Sunday night and we were able to ski Monday and Tuesday. I took Wednesday off just because I wanted a little break. And then we skied yesterday and it was awesome. The snow was great all 3 days. It was not crowded because I think there's been so much publicity about how bad the snow is. There's like nobody here. The longest I had to wait in a lift line was maybe 1 minute, and that was just because they had paused a lift for some reason. But most of the lifts we were able to just ski right up to, hop right back on, and go back up the mountain. Now, I will say there were not a lot of runs open. I think when we got here, there were 50 open. I think now there are 100 open, so that's good. But I mean, I think there are like 300 and some runs here at Park City Mountain. So still don't have, all of them open. But the ones that I do, because I do greens, some easy blues, most of them were open. So that was great. So I think it was on Wednesday, my husband and I opted out of skiing and we just were lazy in the morning. And then we went to Main Street in downtown Park City and just did some window shopping and ate some lunch. And we did window shopping just because a normal person cannot afford anything on Main Street in Park City. Like we went in one shop and I mean, they had the most beautiful, beautiful clothing. Like everything I touched was like $3,000. And I was like, yeah, this is a little bit out of my price range. I did buy one thing on that shopping adventure and it was a pair of socks. We went in this alpaca store where everything was made out of alpaca fur and they had the cutest pair of socks in there. I would show them to you right now, but they're in the washing machine. They were super, super cute. And I was like, oh, these are fun. And they were on sale. So I bought them. And when I was checking out, the woman was like, have you ever had a pair of alpaca socks before? And I was like, I don't think so. She's like, after you wear them, you're going to want more. And I'm like, sure, sure, sure. I'm sure I will. Well, I'm going to tell you, I want more. And I'm hoping that when my husband gets back from skiing today, he'll go back to the store with me. I don't know if you've ever had alpaca socks or not, but they are as warm as like a wool, but they're so much more breathable. And my feet, when I wore them the other day, they did not get hot and sweaty when they were in my boots. They were awesome. And they're thin and soft and they're awesome. Once I have them out of the dryer, I'll show them to y'all. They're awesome. That same day we went and got a manicure and my husband was like, do you want to like find a place online? I'm like, no, let's just drive around and find one in a strip shopping center, which we did. And I think I got the worst manicure that I've ever gotten in my life. You won't be able to tell, I don't think, in the video, but I mean, my nails are short. I like them short. I cut them this short before we went. The whole reason I went is because I had black polish on, and when I took it off, they were like tinged gray, and I was like, I can't have that. So I went and had a manicure. My husband also got a manicure. His manicure lasted about 12 minutes. I was like, they're already done with your manicure? Mine, I mean, it's fine because my nails are so short, but up close, you can see where he put the top coat. It like doesn't go all the way to the tip, doesn't go all the way to the edges. I'm sure they'll start peeling tomorrow, but they're going to get me through. Yesterday, the skiing was awesome. It was a lot of groomed trails. There was fresh powder on top of the groomed trails. It was great and it was not crowded at all. So that was wonderful. So we skied most of the day yesterday. And then last night we went to one of our favorite restaurants here, which is on Main Street. It's called Chimayo. It's like a Southwestern restaurant. The food is amazing. We had a 5:15 reservation, so it was perfect. We were like back home by like 7, and then we played some card games. We played Monopoly Deal and sat around the fire, had some drinks, and still in bed by like 9:30. So it was perfect. I didn't ski today for a couple reasons. One is because I have like problems with my lower back. And yesterday when we were skiing, every time I went to one side with my ski, I could feel it in my back. And I was like, okay, this isn't a good idea anymore. And so it was still sore when I woke up this morning. So I was like, I'm not going to go. The other thing was, I think it's going to be more crowded today. And I think it was going to be a little more icy. And so I was like, y'all go ahead and go. And I feel like I made the right decision because my husband texted me and he said, it's a little crunchy and I'm glad you didn't, crunchy and icy, and I'm glad you didn't come today. So I'm glad I didn't either. So while I wait for my laundry to finish up, I'm going to read a little bit of my book. This is what I'm reading right now, Finding Grace. So far, it's interesting and I like it. So if you're looking for a book to read, it's good. So I'm gonna do that, and then I don't know what we're gonna do when my friends are done skiing. I wanted to get a massage today, but the place my friends, I have some friends that have a house out here where we're staying, and they recommended a place to me, but they didn't have any appointments until 8 tonight, and I was like, well, I'll be in my pajamas by then. But so I did make an appointment for tomorrow morning, so I'm excited about that. We fly home tomorrow night. I always like to give myself one day before I go back to work. So I'll have Sunday to like pull my life together before, have to jump back into things. So that's an update on my trip to Park City. If you've never been here and ever have the chance to come, I love it here. It's awesome in the winter. It's awesome in the summer. If I didn't have family and friends back on the East Coast, I could see my husband and I wanting to live here because it's just awesome. But anyway, I think that's it. Okay, bye.